All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So again, just some kind of bookkeeping things. One, this is being recorded. Two, this is a 30-minute webinar, and today we are focusing specifically on creating content pages in Canvas. So if you don't mind, one, popping your name into chat for attendance purposes, and two, opening up your Canvas sandbox so that you can work while we do this. And again, for those of you that maybe aren't able to work while we go through this through this session, I am recording it, and I will be sending an email out to all of you who are registered, so you will get a recording when we are done. I do ask that you mute yourselves for now, but we will have opportunities to ask questions, and you can also use the chat to ask questions. I will be monitoring the chat as we are working as well, to the best of my ability on my single screen here. Okay, let's get started. So I am in my Canvas sandbox, which that is the place. Remember, if the terminology there, sandbox is a place for you to practice building content. And it's a place for you to basically play and learn. And this is also where you're building your work from that you're submitting into your Canvas Basics course. So today we are focusing specifically on creating content pages. So I'm in my sandbox, and for those of you that were with me last week, I think I showed you how I added this template, or I shared that I have made a template. So today we're not talking about front pages or the design aspect of pages. We're talking about content pages, or pages that you would use for instructional material. But I do want to preface that by saying, for those of you who are interested, I do have this template available in Commons, and it can be imported into your course. And basically what it says here is it says, welcome to change name, change class. And then all of this information is blank. It comes with the pages linked here, these buttons already created, this icon already created. All you would need to do is fill in the name and your class and your contact information, and you could use that as a home page for your course. Again, that's not the focus of today's session, but I did want you to make you aware that that is available in Canvas Commons. All right, so today we are focusing specifically on creating content pages, pages that you will use for instructional materials to give to your students. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a page. There are two ways to do this. One is from the sidebar menu over here where it says pages. And the other way is my preferred method, which is from the modules level. So I like to always start out by going to modules, finding the module that I want to work in, which in this case is going to be create your first module here. And down here, under that module, I'm going to hit the gray plus sign. Before I go any further, can everybody see my screen? Give me a, thank you. All right, and can everybody hear me okay? Sometimes I touch my microphone and cover it up, so I'm trying to keep my hands off of it. All right, so again, two options, either go directly to pages or go to your modules. I'm going to go from the modules level. And if I need to repeat any of this, let me know, either unmute yourself and say, or pop it into chat. All right, so I'm gonna hit the gray plus sign, and I'm gonna select page from the drop-down menu. So to repeat that, I was at my module, I hit the gray plus sign, and I selected page from the drop-down menu. Now I'm going to say new page and give it a name. You cannot create a module inside of another module. No, ma'am. Modules are their own separate units. You can house your contents, assignments, quizzes within the modules, but modules themselves are separate units. All right, I'm going to give this a name, and I'm just going to call it demo page and add the item. Okay. So that's how we did that from the module level. Does anybody want to see how it looks from the pages level? Are we all good there?
I'm good.
I heard an I'm good. Whoops, I hit something. Okay, got us some thumbs up. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click directly on the name of my page, and that's going to open the page. Right now, though, there's nothing in it. So I need to hit edit. Sorry, I'm having to move my chat box around so I can see. Okay, and that is going to open up the page and launch my text editor. This text editor is the same one that you will see whether you're creating a page, an assignment, a discussion, or an announcement. It always looks like this. This is the new content editor, okay? And if you look at it, it looks pretty similar to like a Word document or a Google Doc. Nothing crazy or new here. The most basic thing you can do in a content page is just type into it. So you can type text, whatever you want to say there. You can resize it. So there's my size options. You can also change it to be a heading. It's going to default to paragraph 12. That's just the default setting. But if I wanted that to be a heading, then I could do that. And then I can go underneath it and it's going to default back to my paragraph settings. Okay, so there's just typing into it. Then I can also add images to a page. So if I have a picture, I can upload an image. I can add images that I've already uploaded to my course or that are attached to me as a user. Most commonly, you're probably going to be uploading them. So this is actually going to search your drive. So I'm searching my drive for an image. I'm just going to go find a picture, any picture, just to show you. When I find one I like, I'm just going to double click it and then down here say submit, and it's going to pop in that image. Okay? And that was just a Bitmoji that I had saved on my desktop. So that's how you can add an image. You can also add in a video. You have 3 options here again. Upload or record media that you've already added to your course or that's attached to yourself. So those same 3 options. What's really cool about upload or record media is that you have 3 different options here. So I can search for files I already have saved on my computer. Again, searching my desktop, find the video, say submit, and it's going to pop in the video. It's processing right now. I can come back here, click that same thing, and this time I can say, sorry, I got too impatient for it. I can actually record, and that's going to open up my Canvas webcam. Hi. So I can actually record directly. I can record a video in Canvas. So this would be great if I wanted to give my students additional instructions and I wanted them to actually hear me say those instructions, or if I had some kind of clarification. If I'm a foreign language teacher, this is a great opportunity for me to model speaking. If I'm a band director or a music teacher, this would be a good opportunity for me to model the pitch or the tempo that I wanted my students to use. I'm going to say finish, and then I'm going to say save, and it's going to pop that video in as well. And sorry. Students can also do that, but not in a page, Francisco. This would only be for teachers. But yes, students are able to do recordings. They can do recordings in discussions, and they can do recordings in assignments. Okay. There is a third way that I can add video to a page, and that is by using an embed code. So if you have YouTube videos that you like to use, you go out to YouTube, find your video, and then if you right click, it's going to give you an embed code. So I say copy embed code, And then I come back to my Canvas page and I hit paste and then submit. Okay. The fourth way that you can add video to your Canvas page is by coming right here to this little plug. Does everyone see that little guy? That's a little, he looks like a plug. That's the best way I can think of to describe it. And that little plug is actually connected to some LTIs. So from there, you can add videos from Khan Academy, TED Ed, or YouTube. So if you have a Khan Academy video that you'd like to use, you just click on that and then search for it. And say embed, and it'll pop that video in too. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop there just because I've just like totally added a ton of videos into this page, which is way more than you would normally do. I'm gonna go ahead and say save. So I just wanted you to see the options that you had. All I've shown you so far is how to add text, images, and videos. There are still many other things that you can actually add to a content page, and I'll show you that next. But before I go any further, any questions about how to add text, images, or videos to a content page, or why you would do that?
You were going kind of fast, but I have an idea on how to do this. One of the things that, can you remind me or remind us, you said that this page is going to look the same for what? You said it at the beginning, the same format.
Whenever you hit edit, that text editor.
Yes.
And I wish, let me see if I can pull up my tools real quick, if I have like a draw.
That's one of my questions. And the other one, is this going to be saved in your videos?
I will send this recording out after we are done today.
When you said I will send it, where are you going to send it?
I'll email it to you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So this text editor up here, that is the same whether you're building a page, an assignment, an announcement, or discussion.
Thank you.
And so that means that in any of those, the things we're doing in a page, you can also do for those.
Perfect.
Yes. So you can add a video to an assignment, you can add a video to an announcement, you can add an image to a discussion, anything like that. Okay. Let me go back. Sorry guys, my tools are like right in the way of where I need to be. Okay, so the other thing, oh, that did not go away. I thought I hit clear. No. Sorry about that. Okay. Let's go back, and this time I'm going to show you how to make a page from the pages side, but the process is the same. So I'm going to go to view all pages. And this time there will be a blue button at the top. And I'm going to hit page. And I'm going to go ahead and give it a name. I'm going to call this demo page 2. And okay, so we're already in the edit mode of this. So again, you might find that easier, but the key here is to remember to go back and add this to your module after the fact so that your students can get to that content, okay? All right, so for this one, I'm going to show you how you can add already existing Google items to a page. So for those of you that have Google slide presentations or Google Docs that you'd like your students to use, I'm going to show you how you can add those into your Canvas page here, okay? So I'm in a new blank page, and I'm going to come right up here to that plug that we just talked about, and I'm going to hit the plug, and I'm going to select Google Apps. And that is going to search my drive. And it may take it a minute to load. If it takes too long, you can close it and relaunch it. Gotta love technology. Well, I'm guessing I might be having some internet issues. Let's reload that.
I don't know if you're in your office or at home, but I'm not able to get it open, and I'm on campus.
Okay, I'm at home, so maybe it's Canvas. Maybe Canvas is having an issue right now.
Or Google, even.
Or Google. Any combination of those. If this,
No kidding.
If this doesn't work, oh, whoops, sorry, that was the wrong page, guys. If this doesn't work, I'll move on and I'll show you a different option that you can also do for PDFs and items that you have saved to your desktop. We have lots of options. We're just gonna adjust and keep going. It'll be okay. Not looking good. Okay, normally what you would see right there is my Google Drive, basically. And I would be able to search it, and then I could find any presentations that I have and pop them in. So there's either something going on with Google or there's something going on with Canvas right now, but clearly we're having some issues. So let's just move on from that. And instead, let's look at how you can add PDFs or files that you have saved to your desktop. So to add a PDF or a Microsoft Word document, a Microsoft PowerPoint document, you're going to come right here to the little page icon. And from that drop down, select Upload Document. And that is going to let you search your computer, similar to how you did with images. And that's going to let you find any PDFs or docs. Okay, so like this doc right here, if I want to use that, and then I'm going to say submit. Now, one of the cool things you can do here is you can click on this and then say options, and you can say automatically open an inline preview, and that is going to make it so that your students can see the full doc right within the Canvas window. They will not have to download it. This is really good if your students are on Chromebooks, because now they can view this without having to convert it to a Google Doc or download it, because some of those things they can't download. Okay, so that is the same process whether you're adding a PDF, a PowerPoint, or a Microsoft Word. So anything Microsoft Office, that is how you can add it to a page. And so again, to do that, I went into Edit. I clicked on the page icon. I selected Upload Document. I searched my computer. When I added it, I then clicked Options, and I said automatically open an inline preview. And again, that would work for a PowerPoint presentation, a doc, a PDF, anything basically that you have saved to your desktop. Questions about how to add a file that way to your page?
I just had a question about the Google Apps thing. So will that, I know you said Google Slides, like the presentations, will that also work for the Google Docs and Forms that we've already created?
It does not work for Forms. So Forms are a little bit different. What you would do for Forms is you would actually do an external URL in your module, or, well, okay, there's two things you can do with a form. So let me show you. But it is different, okay? Because you want them to have that live form that they take. What you would need to do is you would need to go to your form, and you have two options. Option one, you're gonna go to send, just like you would normally, share it out to them. You hit that send button, and you're gonna get either the link, or you're gonna go right here to the little brackets, and that's gonna give you an embed code. So if you copy that embed code, and then come back here and make a page. Hit edit. So remember that I copied this embed code from my Google form. And now I'm in my Canvas page. I'm going to hit that same bracket icons right here.
Okay.
Everyone see that? And then I'm going to paste and then say save. And that's actually going to put the live form into a page for me.
Okay, so then they don't have to go anywhere else.
They don't have to go anywhere else.
Perfect.
So this is editable right here within the page. Perfect. And as far as like what you would do for them to, from a like a checkpoint perspective, is you would probably want to mark this, have them mark it as done, or make sure that they view the page like as part of your requirement in your module.
Okay.
The other thing you could do is you could get this, just the link, this link, and you could add it at the module level as an external URL. So right here, pick external URL, external URL, and then paste it and call it Google Form. And when they open that link, it will also be there for them to see, to do.
Awesome, thank you.
So 2 different options for you there. So I'm glad you asked that, even though it's not necessarily like a page, because I want you guys to know you can use all of your Google items in Canvas. Like, you're not losing what you've already made. I promise. I don't know why my drive still isn't connecting, but what it would look like is it would look like this right here. So this is a presentation that I had added, and it is the actual Google slide presentation. And what's great about this is that if I make changes in my drive, it will update here automatically. Now, one of the big caveats here is for those of you who are using shared drives. The Google LTI, the Google add-on, the thing that lets you search your drive and pull pages into Canvas, it will not find a shared drive. So there are other options for that, and that is something that we can talk about on a case-by-case basis. I am working on getting a video added to the level 2 course that would show you how you can add content from that. But for those of you who are using shared drives, you are going to have to kind of be creative a little bit because it will not search them. So,
Misty, to add it.
Ask a question real quick.
oh, I have 2. Hang on, Dawn.
Okay.
Misty, to add a Nearpod, will that be a URL?
Nearpod is going to be a little bit different next year because we're adjusting some of the licensing counts. I'm still trying to wait to find out the full details on that. Right now, though, we do have Nearpod set up where you can integrate it directly into Canvas, and you would not need to do it as a page.
How would I go and see how to insert it directly?
That video is still coming because it is going to depend on what I find out from our Nearpod support staff.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. But I will have that ready before school starts.
Thanks.
Okay, Misty, back to the Google Forms question real quick. Does Canvas have I guess, an internal form building tool of some sort so that we wouldn't?
It has the quiz feature, but not a form. But it does have the quiz feature.
Okay.
So you could build a quiz, and it would be similar to your form. This is mostly just if you wanted to use a form you've already made.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Yes. Versus making something new.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. We have 6 minutes. I know 30 minutes is super fast, guys. But a couple of more things that I'll show you just in our time, and then I will stay on for questions. I'm going to make another page here. So demo. Okay. In addition to being able to add PowerPoints, Google Slides, videos. You can also add some additional LTIs like Quizlet. So if you're a Quizlet user, you can also come to the same plug and choose Quizlet. Well, guys, boy, womp womp. That would be Quizlet. And there will be videos coming out that show you this in the level 3 course that I'm currently working on.
I think your internet's trying to tell you to take a break.
It really is. But there you go. That little plug, when it works, is really great and has lots of cool stuff in it that you can add to a content page. I'm sorry it's not working. You can also add links, and that includes internal links, which would be course links. So if you did want to reference back to a prior page, you could link it here. Okay. Again, images, media, files. You also have the ability to add tables, and you have an equation editor that would let you write, and I'm not even going to attempt to do this because I have no idea what I'm looking at, but for my science and my advanced science and my math teachers, that is something that you can also do there that would let you put in some different actual math equations. And again, that is available whether you're building an assignment, a discussion, an announcement, or a page. All right, I'm going to stop. And I'm going to turn it over to you guys for questions now. I know that was really fast and a lot of my stuff didn't work. My sincere apologies. I will say though that in my videos in the basics course, I have this broken down into multiple videos that you can watch that show you how to do the things that we talked about today. So you can always go back and watch those videos, and I promise it worked in those videos. I'm sorry. I can't control it though. So, questions? Concerns? Thoughts?
So is it better to do the videos inside the page or do it as an external URL?
Lisa, that depends, honestly. I like to do mine, I like to use Loom or QuickTime because it has more features, like so that I can annotate on the page or draw on the page. But if you're just wanting a picture of yourself, like just you talking, then you could use the video feature in Canvas. If you're wanting a screen record, then I would recommend that you use something Loom, QuickTime, Screencastify, and then add it into your course.
So like YouTube videos, would it be better to put it in the page or as an external?
I like to do it in a page because it keeps them right there. Along with if I had additional content. So to me, when I'm thinking of it, I'm going to give them a video, but I'm probably not just giving them a video. I'm probably also giving them, you know, some kind of something to read or some kind of instructions. So to me, I would want all of that on one page.
Okay, so instead of them having to open 5 different things, it's all on one page.
Yes. But really, I mean, at the end of the day, that's personal preference, and you'll find what works best for you. An external link is fine. I would say, though, that if you do that, have it open in the window the way that I showed you, so that way they're not going out to YouTube, because keeping them in Canvas will remove the comments, the play next, the ads, and all that kind of stuff. So it also makes it safer for them to view. The difference between when you create a page from the sidebar versus page from the modules. I personally like to go from the module level, Francisco, just because I like it to be in the module, because then my students aren't having to go hunt through all of these pages to find the content. Everything is directly in the module. But if you go to page first, you can do that. You just need to go back and add it to the module after. But that's up to you.
Yes, Missy, but I never saw you adding your page to your model.
Oh, so to do that, you would go to the module itself. And then this time, instead of saying a new page,
number 2, I think.
yes, so I would go to page, but then instead of doing new page, I just find it from the list and then say add item.
Yeah.
And there it is.
Now it's inside your model. Okay.
Yes, and I can rearrange them and click and move and drag as I need to.
Okay, thank you. I missed that part.
Yes, sir. Sandra, it looks like somebody answered that for you. QuickTime and Loom. Yes, Loom is now upgraded free for teachers. I know that I reached out, and so our entire domain has been upgraded for free. So if you don't have a Loom account, go sign up for one, and you'll get the pro account for free, which is awesome. So Loom is cool. Loom is good. But I also use QuickTime. And then another one that's popular is Screencastify. But for real, guys, go check out Loom if you haven't. It's good. I like it. I've switched over to it from QuickTime almost exclusively now. Yes, ma'am. Loom. L-O-O-M.
Do we need to go to the Loom website, or is that already in our single sign-on?
No, it is not in single sign-on because I didn't go through. And I reached out and they upgraded, and when they said that, they said they upgraded our full domain. So it's not an official integration, but it's there and it's available for you. That's what I'll say. And just make sure you sign up with your Google account, your LAISD account. And if you already had one, then you should have gotten an email telling you that it's been upgraded. So you can see all my videos that I've been making in Loom. It also has a Chrome extension. I use the desktop version, but there's also a Chrome extension. So it's very cool. Any other questions, guys?
You said Zoom allows you to annotate directly on the screen.
Loom?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
The pro version does. There'll be a little dash bar over here, kind of on the side, and there's like a paintbrush looking thing, and that would let you circle and mark on the screen.
All right. Thanks, Misty.
You're welcome. Any other questions, guys? I know that was really fast, but again, I will be emailing you all the recording of this after, and this material is also available in the Canvas Basics course. I am all caught up on grading, so if you've submitted as of noon today, I have graded that. I messaged those that may need to go back and check their feedback, and that is pretty much it. But if you haven't submitted, this is a great time to go ahead and start submitting. And the Basics 2 or Beyond Basics course is also fully complete for those of you who are interested in learning a little bit extra.
Misty, how do we check our grade, or not grade, but if we complete it, and if you send us a message, how do we?
If you needed to resubmit, you would have gotten an email from me.
Okay.
If you did not, then everything you submitted was marked complete.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Any other questions? I will hang on for a few more minutes if we have any more questions.
Are you going to email us this today, Misty?
Yes, I will email this today. I'll get it downloaded and I'll get it uploaded to YouTube, and I will share a direct link through the Edge. It'll come through Eduphoria.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Are you going to keep all your emails in YouTube? Because they are really helpful.
Yes, all of those videos in YouTube will be there. That's a full playlist, and you can go refer back to it at any time.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
They're really good.
Thank you. Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you so much for your time today. I will make sure that you get credit for being here, so you get some CPE for coming and spending some time with me today. I appreciate you, and I hope that you found this helpful, even though everything didn't work perfectly, and we had to go pretty quick. But as always, if you have any questions, please reach out to me, and I will help you as best I can.
Misty,
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
is the, like doing the buttons and that kind of stuff, is that in the more advanced or?
Yes, that's in the level 2 course.
Okay.
And it is fully done and ready to go.
Yeah, and then does it show us how to make 2 people on it or?
Co-teachers are actually in the first course, but it's below the congratulations. There's some more videos that say additional resources, I think, and
Okay.
co-teacher is one of those.
Because I figured Danny and I will share the same one for beginning
Yeah.
art. So,
It's a good idea.
okay. Awesome. Thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, guys, if there are no more questions, I'm going to go ahead and end the video and the recording, and I will send this out later today. All right, thank you.